Ebusuafo ne tie ni de kwan so me mo bibia akwa aba. Anu me daily update TV ebusua. Ena e Saturday ma Oman Ghana. Saturday papa na enye easy. Ya yete akra ye nya news aye de brem enye easy ma ye yete nyina ye ho kra popo ye sunum nyina e sheki ye pa because ade a esini de he anu eden pa na ebusua ye nim say helicopter military air force or more helicopter kwenya accident and some aye tete na nya nsem pa kra allegedly you see a defense minister Dr. Omane Boamah okaho na ye minister of land and natural resource Honorable Muntala, it's been alleged. Please, in some making now, it's been alleged because no official reports are by HRSS and it's here. But in some, I want to say, no, so can almost say, your interior minister. Some yet in the Ebusia, I know them pa, yes, Yentimi Crane, Yentimi Yanano, and some uncle for say interior minister Munta Council Cajon, and then Kofu that could be a Omkonya accident. Yes, say, it's been alleged as Uncle Funinano, Omini, but me patch of Miss Ramo, I said, Yamakano, alleged, because there is no official communique from the president, but only official communique from the Air Force. Or much let's say or more airplane back and also or more helicopter every or more radar no so interno the on record say the Ghana Air Force or make me pia babonti abeche so or more helicopter back every or more radar so of which na is sa helicopter na ye kan ho asem eno na ene yes and they say na program because we boase or more launch responsible legal mining or boase ntia no na yes or mu ko bi no ana allegation is been alleged said the mekan allegedly sankofo nyina akonya accident here yes and some no da no den na ebusia A+ e pia babontia abe react to wohwe me screen so A+ de na da ho no ana Dr. Reno so e pia babontia be kire say one day why or make us now or so specific or say Dr. Omane Boamah oh and also say ye na ye nim say ye nya news bi say aye nim bi kire say allegedly he's no more with us na ibusua mema me kasa nya tintin yenko tie nsem na nkasa nkire mu credit to TV3 Ghana ye den command base here because nsem no kwa yentimi nkasa so ade asini dia no eden papa
pictures of now from the presidency as confirmed, and so we had 8 individuals, but just four names. Five of these names have been confirmed to us, and oh boy, the suspected dead, Dr. Edward Omane Boamah, Muntala Muhammed, who's also Dr. Samuel Abuaje, squadron leader, former Minister of State. Samuel Sapong is a former Ashanti regional minister as well, and the pilot Peter Alana as well. Alana, squadron leader Peter Alana. Anala.
Yeah. Squadron leader Peter
Bafemi Anala.
Yeah.
Those are the
and
names.
Then there's Chuman Pedu as well. Is also a military officer.
As you have it at this particular point.
Well, Mauna, a very bizarre scene when you come here. In fact, the accident happened at Sikaman within the Dansia Kokrom district in the Ashanti region. It is when you are coming by road, it's about 1 hour 30 minutes drive, but flight it shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes to get to Obuasi. In fact, we were all at a program at Obuasi for the launch of the cooperative mining scheme. When we heard the news around 10 a.m. and we had to rush here. And when you get here, Mauna, I don't know whether anyone has survived because you look at the scene, it will be very, very, it's very difficult for anyone to survive. I've personally seen 4 bodies, charred bodies. You are unable to identify who this is or who that is. The bodies have all been bent beyond recognition, and the community tells us that they've not seen any survivor coming out, and some of the bodies, Mauna, very bizarre.
Difficult to understand.
A very difficult situation. In fact, The Ashanti Regional Minister, who is the head of Kesi, is here. The military is here. The police is here. We're all in Obuasi, but we have to cut the program short just so they'll be able to come and assess things for themselves here. But so far, I have seen 4 charred bodies, and I don't know whether the remaining 2 are in or they have been able to survive, because like the press statement indicated, I'm hearing 6 were on board.
Eight bodies, according to 3 crew members and then 5 passengers. That's according to the military statement. And so if you're seeing 4, it supposes 4 more per your own account are to be accounted for at this point.
Exactly, because you look at the scene, it's even possible some of the bodies have bent even beyond salvage. You cannot see where the bodies are because it has even mixed with the sun. And this is a mountain from the Cràୖnh community to where the incident happened. You have to walk for 45 minutes to 1 hour.
To get to the scene.
Like I said, we don't know the individuals. We've not been able to identify them, but we can confirm that the crash has happened and there are some fatalities here.
Ibrahim, this program, we were expecting quite a number of dignitaries to have been present. Do we have an idea which persons were expected to be at this community sustainability mining scheme program, which was to be launched this morning, to which we're now hearing of this rather unfortunate incident?
So the programming, we were told that the Lands and Natural Resources Minister will be here, Amakofiwa. In fact, he arrived before the incident. The Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Malkonyi, also arrived before the incident. So we are waiting for the arrival of the President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and also the Defense Minister, Dr. Omane Boamah. But later we were told that the President wouldn't be able to make it, but they were waiting for the Defense Minister to come. So we do not know whether it's among the casualties or not.
Right, and have you been able to as well contact any of the eyewitnesses who perhaps might have seen what really happened in the sky before this chopper came tumbling down? Any eyewitness just as yet to narrate really what possibly could have transpired?
When I spoke to members of the community, they told me that when the helicopter got to Cràୖnh, they realized that it is down below its level. Ideally, if it's going to Obuasi, it should have been in the skies a little higher, but they realized that it was down. So some were even suspecting something fishy, only for them to hear a blast. So they are telling me that they suspect it hit a rock here because it's a mountainous area, and maybe that's why we had this crash. Because as soon as it crashed, fire also came out of it, leading to the burning of some of their occupants. But like I said, we are here to confirm whether it's all the 8 occupants or only 4 as we've seen.
And currently, as we speak, you mentioned the police is present, the military is present. Are there efforts underway to try and salvage possibly what could be the remains of these individuals? What is happening as we speak?
Well, exactly. We've seen ambulance from the Anglo-Gold Ashanti coming here, so they've started putting together the remains. I'm sure they will drop it in the ambulance to be sent maybe to Obuasi before, whether they will lift it to Accra or not. We cannot tell, but almost everybody is here, the fire service, the ambulance, the police, the military, all trying to see how possible best they can attend to the situation and know what to do in the next.
I can tell you're also struggling a bit to try and catch your breath. What's the general feeling like right now, having to be there as you're not even able to identify who is who and all of that, with all of these dignitaries and a certain spate of confusion as well at play?
Well, Mona, I can tell you that fear has gripped the residents here. It's a small farming community, but everybody is rushing to the scene to see what happens. And usually when they get to the scene and they are returning, you could see the sadness on their face. This is something they did not expect. At least one of the community members was telling me that this is the second incident they've recorded here, even though the first one was not fatal. And that's why maybe it didn't draw the attention of the media and also higher authorities. But
means what? There's been a similar of such helicopter crashing or developing fault within their locality?
Exactly. They said there was a time it was a port landing, emergency landing at a similar spot. But this time around, because of the casualty, it caught public attention. But like I said, I can tell you the spirit of people here is down. You look at the Ashanti Regional Minister, he's unable to utter a word. All the officials here are kind of lost. They do not know what to say, but possibly it's early days here. Maybe after some time, they'll be able to speak to the media. Then we get to know the full details of even the people who were on board the helicopter.
Right, Ibrahim. I'll just hold you as you continue to monitor what's happening at the scene. But we get the indication as well that the presidency are to hold an emergency news conference any moment from now. From all intent and purposes, this will be directly linked to the details as it's being provided to us right now by my colleague Ibrahim Abubakar as well. We'll try and touch base as well with our presidential affairs correspondent Komla Kruche, perhaps seeking to glean details as to what it is that the government, the Minister for Government Communications is expected to tell us, the media. But Ibrahim continues to be on the ground for us right now in relation to this particular matter. And I mentioned when we started this breaking news segment that there was indeed that statement from the Ghana Armed Forces, which amongst many other things had confirmed that the K9 helicopter had gone off radar, that there were 3 crew members and 5 passengers on board, and unfortunately that had gone off radar. They were investigating to provide some details of it. Ibrahim, who we've connected to, confirms that indeed this chopper, which was headed towards Obuasi, was to partake. The individuals on board were to partake in that crucial government launch of a community mining scheme and sustainability program at Obuasi, where the Ashanti Regional Minister and the Environment Minister all were present at. In fact, the program was ongoing, according to what Ibrahim has been telling us. He's still with us on phone because he's monitoring what we understand right now, our rescue efforts, if you can even call it that right now, because from all of the reportage and the indication, bodies have been charred beyond recognition, and it remains to be seen whether or not the other 4 can be retrieved. But that's the statement from the Ghana Air Force on your screen just a short while ago. And I was just walking you through what Ibrahim has been telling us, that program was ongoing before confirmation or word began to come through of this rather unfortunate incident, prompting an abrupt end to the program and forcing all of these individuals to move to the scene, pictures of which you're seeing on your screen right now. You can see the blades, somewhat the blades of this K9 helicopter which went down, and fire still in some of these pictures which was showing you, and that's the accident scene on your screen right now. Very unfortunate. Ibrahim at some point not struggling really to come to terms with how to even describe what it is that he's been seeing, but we've been able to get some pictures for you right now, which is rolling on your screen. And so the Minister for Environment, the Ashanti Regional Minister, as we understand, all presently at the scene right now, and they are seeking to make meaning. The police, the army, all present, seeking to make meaning of what exactly it is that has happened right now, which we're expecting that press conference any moment from now from the Jubilee House as well. But that's the breaking news. A helicopter crash at ɁAkroma. 3 crew members, 5 passengers on board. Bodies have been bent beyond recognition at this point, and Ibrahim continues to be on phone with us. We understand the army chief and the military high command are currently at the presidency. And like I mentioned, it presupposes that confirmation, which was showing you pictures of, will be officially communicated to us any moment from now. No confirmation as to the identities just as yet, but from the indication, we were expecting a number of ministers of state present at this function at Obuasi. We've gotten word of the presence of the Ashanti Regional Minister, the Environment Minister. Who are the others who are expected to be there? The Defense Minister is one of such individuals. It will be important to know if he is at the presidency, hoping to have him address this particular press conference. We will get details of that for you shortly as well. But like we mentioned, the Army High Command, all at the presidency at this point in time, as we await the live feed. We've shown you pictures of it already. We await the arrival of these high delegated individuals making their way to the presidency and for that news conference to take place any moment from now. Let me just go back quickly again to Ibrahim, who continues to be on the ground. And so, Ibrahim, what is happening right now as we speak?
Like I said, they have been off the. They are not allowing people to go close. Like I indicated, the survival rate will be very, very low because you could see the parts of the chopper being scattered across the accident scene. We are not seeing any indication of not, but even officials telling us that they were expecting the Defense Minister, Dr. Omane Boamah, to be on board.
Ibrahim, hold on for us. We just want to put a bit more context as well to all of the subject matters and all of the discussions. And so what? Has the place been cordoned off now? Because we know, as at the time this might have happened, individuals and residents who you've been speaking to have been to the scene since the arrival of the military and the police. Has the place been cordoned off and people are no longer getting access to the crash scene?
The scene of incident, I mean, where the helicopter is, but then people are still
the connection, the connection to Ibrahim not being too favorable for us right now. But I mentioned that community mining program which was being launched, the Ashanti Regional Minister was there. Let's take you back to that event, because while the Ashanti Regional Minister was speaking, he sought to have confirmed this incident which just took place.
Yebetu na yakwa call the handle say emergency ni kakra ministers aka wa chire no mbere na adwumadi ne dia aka ni na no mahwe no mahhehye e dia maye me ye sure say ebetumi awie emergency problem no ni asaba aba beka me ho ansa na mapo ba ma nwie na se ewie na me ne MCs ni bi kwa na nya ne mo ho sem na adwuma bi na aba sensie e wo se yekotu na mo de besia na madam nyina ma se nyakopon hwa mo MC fo ni bi ni commanders ni bi yebetu na yakwa call the handle say emergency ni kakra ministers aka wa chire no mbere na adwumadi ne dia aka ni na no mahwe no mahhehye e dia maye me ye sure say ebetumi awie emergency problem no ni asaba aba beka me ho ansa na mapo Mama, we ain't see we na many MCs ni bi fa. Na nya ne mo ho sem. Na adwuma bi na aba sesi e wase ye
other things is one that suggests or speaks in great detail as to the magnitude of what possibly he is going to be communicating to us. And one thing you cannot discount is the body language at this particular point in time of the Minister for Government Communications as he awaits to any moment from now communicate to us. And we'll be connecting with my colleague Komla Kluche, who will be communicating to us what the mood is like right now. But we can see clearly the Minister for Government Communications, Felix Kwachiofosu, and you can tell a certain level of him being distraught. We've seen also one of the chief of staffs, the deputy chiefs of staff are also present as well. But let's connect right now with Komla Kluche. Komla, talk to us. What's the mood like at the presidency? We've been able to see or catch some of the live feed, and the Minister for Government Communication, from all indication, looks very down. What can you tell us? Well, doesn't look like Komla is with us just as yet. We will rectify the connection.
Government communication is supposed to address the media on